talked about the console games, but now we're moving on into the PC world.
That's right.
And what I've got to talk about here, what I got to say is, oh my God, are there a lot of massively multiplayer, online, role-playing, huge online games.
Massive amount. Massively massive.
There are massive amounts of massively multiplayer games out here today. Right. There's World of Warcraft from Blizzard.
One.
Very, very cool looking game. There's EverQuest 2.
Two.
Very cool. Star Wars Galaxies.
Three.
There's Mythica.
Four.
From Microsoft. NCSoft has Lineage 2.
Five.
City of Heroes.
Six.
Blah, 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 blah.
Seven. Nine.
And
12.
There's like so
There's a total of 12.
Massively multiplayer games. It's hard to keep track. And if you love those games, you're not going to be able to work at all anymore.
But I still like some of the single player stuff,
Yeah.
We saw a new Thief, which I've been waiting for a long time.
Yum.
Doom 3, first person shooter, everybody's talking about. Half-Life 2.
Everyone is freaking out over Half-Life 2. That game is getting a lot of buzz at the show this year, and it looks incredible. I actually got booted out of the screening room because Robin Williams was in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wouldn't let me in because he had to, Mark had to take precedence over that.
He had to make jokes.
He had to make jokes and see the game.
And then there was that one game, it's on the tip of my tongue.
Right, the one that still hasn't come out yet. The one that we're anticipating.
It begins with a T.
Yeah, from Buena Vista.
Yeah,
it's got the crazy light cycle thing.
What's it called?
Tron!
Yes, Tron was here in full force.
Tron 2.0.
And light cycle battles, first person. From what I played so far, it seems to be pretty darn cool.
Oh, it's going to be awesome. Sims 2 is coming up soon, so all you Sims fanatics are going to enjoy that one too.
How about PlanetSide from Sony Online?
That's another cool game.
Massively multiplayer.
But this one's different.
Buzzwords.
It's not an RPG though. This one's a first-person shooter. In the strategy realm, there was a couple of really cool games too. There was Empires from Activision. Great-looking models and characters in the game. You can actually bring the camera right down to the ground level. And of course, the big one too is Brian Reynolds' Rise of Nations, which is coming out from Microsoft. That one has got a lot of buzz out there. It's sort of a mix of real-time strategy elements and turn-based. And it's going to be a huge game for Microsoft. If you like,
he talks a lot, doesn't he?
But you don't like those kinds of games, do you?
Well, here's the thing: is we're looking around doing all the PC things. Tell me a game that you thought was like new. On a console, we see a lot of new type stuff.
I agree.
And that was the one thing that disappointed me about the PC.
I agree. For my money, I'm enjoying playing the console games a bit more, but I think some of the most exciting stuff this year is definitely on the PC. And Half-Life 2 is up there, man. That game is incredible.
Like, don't get me wrong, graphics beautiful.
Yes.
Sound is up a notch.
Well, that's where the innovations are. That's where, these
I want to see innovations in gameplay. What do you give the whole PC area?
I'm giving the PC games a 9. There's a ton of games that I want to play.
I'm giving the PC area a 7.5.
All right, there's a brand new thing here at E3 2003. It's from Nokia. It's the N-Gage, and for the first time, gamers from around the industry are able to sit down, play with this thing. There's questions answered. It's going to be $300. There's going to be about 10 titles at launch.
So it's a cell phone. It's an MP3 player. Why would you want an MP3 player on your phone?
I do think that phones and MP3 players and game system, all that stuff should be becoming more integrated because it's such a drag packing around all this stuff.
Oh, I thought the screen was going to be bigger.
Yeah, me too.
I'm used to the Game Boy SP where, you got a pretty decent sized screen.
The software that I saw today, though, it was cool to see a 3D Tomb Raider.
That's a nice frame rate. I mean, it wasn't as silky smooth as the PlayStation, but it was certainly better than the Game Boy SP stuff as far as the 3D and everything.
Absolutely. That was impressive. The Sonic game that I saw, I actually preferred the Game Boy Advance Sonic game that I've been playing. Virtua Tennis was a little bit nicer on the N-Gage than what I saw on the Game Boy Advance, so that's cool.
You got Tony Hawk Pro Skater, you got Tomb Raider, you got all the best-selling PlayStation games. You see Pandemonium.
Right.
How'd that get on there?
MotoGP, the driving game Red Faction.
If you're a hardcore game player, and you're looking to get a new phone, and you have some extra money, it's $300, it's a big price, why not pick it up?
Yeah.
The phone works, the games work. I tell you what, it's certainly 10 times better than any of the other crappy games that you have on normal cell phones.
Absolutely. Would you pick an N-Gage over a Game Boy Advance based on what you've seen so far?
Personally, no. I like the library of the Game Boy Advance a lot better. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, there's hundreds of games for it, right?
I think Nokia's got to show us a lot more. Bluetooth enabled interactivity is cool, where you can have multiplayer games without any wires. That's awesome. You can connect to the internet and do some things like the Ghost mode in Tomb Raider, where you can actually record your gameplay and then play that back again. But I still prefer the library titles and the connectivity to the GameCube with the Game Boy Advance.
And the price.
And the price. So I'm gonna give the Nokia N-Gage booth 6.5 out of 10.
I think it's an average system, which isn't necessarily saying it's bad. It's just average. I'm going to give it a 5.
All right, well, E3's over. We've had 3 incredibly long and kind of difficult days checking out all the games that we possibly could cram into those 3 days, but we didn't come close to seeing hardly half of them.
We got to send a shout out to all the JD forum members
Absolutely.
from the website who came and helped us out. Steve Areno. We got
Fubar,
JD Mafia members. These guys are big.
and these are just the short guys that helped us out. You
How
should
about
see the
Rudy
really
Gore?
tall guys.
Where's Rudy Gore?
Rudy Gore was kicking around in here too.
All right.
And they're making us feel really, really small and unimportant.
That's right.
That's right.
Which we are.
Yes, we are. We're going to do this again next year, E3 2004. Thanks for watching. We had a blast. What is it with you and Kirby?
Ride that one too, Kirby. You fat yellow.
It's pink.
You fat pink
Get Kirby right, man.
Kirby. I don't know.
Kirby's fun.
Who do I hate more,
Always
Kirby
fun.
or Rayman?
Kirby is fun,
I don't know.
and Rayman's fun.
I think Kirby.
You know
I
who's
hate
not
more.
fun?
If I had
This
to-
guy. He's
if
not
I had
fun.
to fart on anyone, it would